My name is John. I'm a private investigator in Los Angeles, and today I'm privately investigating 2 truths and a lie. Let's find out who's lying.
I'm Shaquita Williams, and I played soccer with actor Boris Kodjoe.
I'm Julian, and I ran into Gerard Butler at a restaurant in New York City.
I'm Nate. I got stuck in an elevator with Seth Rogen.
Shaquita, let's talk.
Oh, Lord.
Soccer, huh?
Yeah,
When was this?
in 2017,
Where at?
Atlanta.
And what's the circumstance? Were you in a
was-
league or?
It was like a corporate team.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked with a small production company, and we were producing a movie of his. And his movie was in post. I got to work with him a bit, and then he joined us for a game of soccer on our corporate team.
So explain to me the corporate team. I don't. What
It's like-
corporation?
Well, it's a corporate team. We weren't a corporation. We went through this company that puts the games together, and then they match the companies to play against each other.
So it was sort of like a league then,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And they just let this guy, this hulking, perfect specimen of masculinity, just walk onto a team.
Basically, yeah. We had an extra shirt, so when he got there, we just gave him a team shirt.
Huh. All right, so he played in one game?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you were on the pitch with him, what position were you in?
Shoot, I suck at soccer. I don't know what I did. I just ran around the floor and tried not to get hit by the ball.
Are you sure you weren't playing dodgeball? Like, where was the field?
Oh, it was indoor, and it was at a church.
Now, this is an interesting soccer game.
Well, the church was had a lot of building, so I guess whatever company it was that put the games together would go and find gyms for us to play in, and that church had a gym.
All right, so we're in a church gymnasium, very specific about that. Boris just popped in for a game. How many games did you play?
I played at least 5 or 6 games before I quit.
Okay.
Yeah,
How often?
every Sunday.
Sunday soccer at the church.
Church.
There's not church going on Sundays?
It was after church. It was late or early evening time most of the time.
Okay. All right, I gotta
know.
simmer on this Boris Kodjoe story. This is almost too fantastical to believe. Nate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, elevator with Seth Rogen, huh? Okay, when was that?
This was last year.
Under what circumstances? Where?
It was in Burbank, and I had an interview, and we just happened to be in the same building, and then our elevator broke down.
Okay, what building?
I don't remember the name of it. I was in there just for a quick interview, and I didn't do so well.
All right, where at? What, with a company or what?
Yeah, it was with a production company.
Okay, what
Yeah.
street was the building on?
Brand Boulevard, I think. I was doing a bunch of them at the time, so it was just another one that didn't go well.
Okay, just him?
Yeah, it was just he and I in the elevator.
What was he wearing?
He was kind of formal. I was in a suit, and he was just worse than I was, I guess.
Worse than you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
So he's just a slob.
No.
He's just a total slovenly kind of pile of garbage. Is that what you're telling me?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. Can you describe that semi-formal? What does that mean?
He had a nice shirt on, but it wasn't buttoned or tucked. It just his clothes were nice.
So what's your first reaction?
I was not in a great mood because I think I really bombed the interview. And then he walked in, and I was like, is this Seth Rogen? And I was really thrown off by that. And then almost instantly after he gets on, it crashes on the next floor. And so we both just kind of we hadn't said anything at that moment, and we look at each other, and then we kind of realize, oh dang, we're stuck in here now. And so that's when we started talking.
So, I mean, what'd you talk about? What did he say?
He made fun of my clothes.
But you were dressed better than him.
Yeah, but he didn't like my tie.
What was on your tie?
It was just a blue tie, but the rest I was wearing a gray suit with a blue tie, and he just kept making fun of me for it.
Okay.
He just didn't like it.
So if this story is true, Seth Rogen finds himself in this extreme circumstance and feels the need to degrade the other person in the elevator with him. And then what's the resolution here?
As soon as it broke down, the lights got all weird, and then a little voice came from the elevator, a little automated message, and we just sat in there for a while, and then after a half hour or so, it just came back on, and then we got out.
All right. Thanks, Nate. Julian, talk to me.
Yes. I was in New York City and with a friend of mine and popped into a restaurant, and when I walked up to the host table, I thought Gerard Butler was the host. So I asked him for a table for two, and he just laughed at me. Not in a real rude way kind of thing, just knew like I didn't know who he was, I guess, or whatever, and then kind of walked away.
That was the breadth of the entire
the
interaction?
breadth of the encounter.
Okay. What was the restaurant?
Oh man, I don't know. This was, it wasn't like a divey kind of place. It was one that had fancy cocktails and stuff like in their menu.
Okay, what kind of food they serve?
I would guess I would call it just like modern American. I think I had like chicken and waffles, like kind of brunchy kind of meal.
Okay, what time of day was this?
Early afternoon, like probably somewhere between like noon and 2 o'clock, like in that kind of time frame.
What time of year?
It was winter. It was not like the dead of winter, but it was cold. I remember.
Okay.
I remember noticing his jacket. He sat at a table like just a couple tables away from us, and I remember like his jacket being this like brown suede, clearly very expensive kind of jacket.
And what day was it?
It was probably a weekend.
Who was he with?
It was a table for four. It was him and a male friend and two female friends, I guess.
Okay. So when he sat down and you sat down, how close were you by that point?
Probably, he might have been about like 15 feet away. You know, like it was not like he was at the next table, but it was just a couple tables away.
That's pretty close, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be awkward after getting blown off by the guy to then be like in his peripheral eye line.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had a clear view.
What did you say you ordered?
I think it was like it's a chicken and waffles kind of thing.
Okay,
like
what did he get?
Oh, I don't know.
So what was he doing at the maitre d' table then, or at the?
I must have just been asking a question. I don't know. He might have just been there as we walked up, and you know the host, I guess, stepped away or something, and then so it was just I think a timing thing.
And then who were you with?
My friend, Alyssa. Yeah.
Okay. What's her story? What's her deal?
College friend.
Alyssa. She sounds suspicious. All right, well, I've asked a lot of questions. I think it's about time I make a decision here. So I know you're an actress and a model, but you mentioned you were producing in Atlanta, so I get the feeling, maybe you're a producer here at BuzzFeed.
Post the editing side.
Still counts.
Okay.
Down in Atlanta, 2017. Growing film industry down there now. Moving on to Nate. Nate, I believe, is involved somewhat in the animation game. And so is Seth Rogen. I tried to dig into the geography of where this meeting took place. Now, your story is you were on so many interviews, you just can't remember where any of them were. In an elevator, starts making fun of you. Okay, I buy that. Julian, you're in New York. Gerard Butler, it's a random celebrity. I mean, he's done some good work. I got nothing against the guy. Now, you know, the thing with Julian, it doesn't remember the restaurant. Says it's probably a weekend. Everybody's got some good stuff. I get the feeling like Nate's story is true. You know, I'm just gonna say that for the time being. I'm just gonna put that on the shelf. I think Julian's lying about Gerard Butler.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
I am not lying about Gerard Butler.
So who in fact told the lie?
I don't believe it.
Was any part of that story true?
No, none of it was true.
Right on. Good job.